When you open up the wonderful tool of the Best Spinner, this is how the screen looks. You can actually maximize it to fit your whole screen, which is how I like to use it, but for the sake of this tutorial video we're going to keep it this size. Now there are a lot of amazing features in the Best Spinner. I've used Jet Spinner, I've used several others. This obviously you need a thesaurus built into your spinner. So that's a necessity. But this one makes a lot of other things really easy, such as spinning sentences together and different things like that. It color codes it, which we're going to see how to do all of that. Now I have got two articles here. Open up the first one and the second one. They're the same article, but this is version 2. And what I mean by the same, if we read the first sentence here, one of the basic things in car maintenance is the changing of spark plugs. Now the first sentence here, replacing the spark plugs is part of your car's regular maintenance. So it says virtually the same thing, but they're completely different sentences. Now not only are we going to spin the words in each paragraph, but we're going to spin both articles together, alternating sentences. So it might have, the first paragraph of 6 sentences might have 2 or 3 sentences from one, and the other one might have 3 or 4 from the other. So let's jump right in. I'm going to just, obviously if we were doing this for real and not in a tutorial form, we would do the whole article. But in the case of this video, we are simply just going to do one paragraph. Just keep them separate there so I can keep them apart. Now, by default, it's set up to go word by word. You see, I put my cursor there, and by hitting tab, it just moves to all the different words that I can spin. Now we want to spin the two together. It's going to make it easier if we spin the paragraphs together first. So if we come over to settings and options, we check this box so that it does it sentence selection mode instead of word by word. Then when I put my cursor at the beginning and hit tab, it will just go sentence by sentence. Makes sense, right? So now to spin them together, you got to highlight the sentence that you want. And in fact, if I put cursor there and hit tab, it highlights it all and it leaves out the spaces. It takes care of a lot of this stuff for you, so you don't have to really pay too much attention to or worry about that stuff. Okay, I'm going to hit Control X, and then I'll come back up here, hit tab to highlight that sentence, and then I can simply paste the first one in there that I cut. So look what it did. We've got these two sentences. It shows you them side by side, that it's either going to display the first one or the second one when it spins these, and you can see how it codes it in there. And color coding is blue. Anything that's spun in the first level, and you can change these colors, but by default level 1 color is blue, level 2 is green, and we'll see that. So now we're going to take the second sentence, just highlight it. I hit tab again, then I'm going to hit Control X, come up here, just hit tab so it highlights that next sentence, paste it in there. Okay, I'm just going to keep doing that. Alright, got half of them done. Oops, I hit paste in the wrong place. I'm going to just undo that, paste down here. There we go. And I got one more. Okay, so now we've got the whole thing spun together, and just to show you, you go to spun articles, obviously, as I've done here, and we've got some sentences from the first paragraph, some sentences from the second paragraph. One thing that you just want to check on is the punctuation, because in this case here where we've got quotes, want to make sure it looks right. You can do a new spin just to make sure. Now there's a space that needs to go there. So there's something that I need to fix with the punctuation, because there's starting quotes but there's not ending quotes without a space. Alright, I'm going to stop the video here. I'm going to go fix a couple things there, and then I will come back with part 2.